I know that you're a cheer coach now and you cheered for 14 years or longer.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
14 years.
Okay.
So I cheered as an athlete for 14 years. I have done everything from recreational to competitive to school cheer. And then as a coach, pretty much the same everything from recreational to competitive all star to high school cheer. Right now, I'm currently an assistant coach to a varsity level team. For a high school, I'm also a head coach to a recreational all star team that does compete. And that's what I'm doing. I do a lot of tumbling privates and skill privates as well.
Oh, that is so cool. That's awesome. And what do you feel like is one of the most important things for winning as an athlete? Because you won a few times, and as a coach, you've won. Like you've won as an athlete and as a coach. So
Mental grit.
mental grit.
Toughness, mental grit. Because if you don't have the drive, which comes from your mentality, and like the push through to like be able to push through adversities and pain, and it'll never happen for you. And you'll see it over and over again. Teams that do work hard, that may have put in a lot of work, but there's a difference between those teams that put in work and those teams that are just gritty. They're gritty. Like I was just at AIA State, which is like Arizona Interscholastic like athletes for cheer. And these are schools from all over the state. And every year, like D3, D4, you see the same teams win. And it's like frustrating. I think the Highland Hawks and Chaparral both had three peats this year. That means 3 years in a row they won. And everyone around us can be as mad as they want to be, okay? But the reality is, it's mental grit. It comes down to their athletes having the mental toughness and the capacity to handle life as a teenager, school, home drama, boyfriends, friend drama, plus this grueling, schedule as an athlete, and sometimes even more. Sometimes they have choir and other extracurricular activities, church, whatever they got going on, and still have this thing that is like a super focal point of your life and be so great at it that you win 3 years in a row. It's crazy. Yes, coaches have a huge part to play. As a bad coach, you'll never succeed with a bad coach. It'll
Yeah.
never happen. But we can coach all day long. If the athlete does not have the capacity to do the job, then the job won't get done because we're not the one out there doing it. They are.
Right. So how do you feel like you were able to have that?
My home life growing up was just like I never wanted to be at home. So it was like you can't be here doing this thing, right? If you don't have mental toughness. Like it just wasn't a thing when I did it recreationally. It wasn't as consuming. Like I wanted to do it all the time. I wanted to be there. I didn't want to be at home and I wanted to be doing this thing. This
Mm,
is a thing that like stole my attention and I wanted to spend all my time doing it. So the better I got at it, the
mhm.
more I could do it, the more hours of practice I was able to take, the more privates I was able to get access to. And so it just was my driving force. And I feel like I'm a gritty person in all aspects of life. If I want something, I'm gonna go get it. I'm not gonna wait for somebody to give it to me.
Yeah. So it was like you became kind of like obsessed, maybe?
Yeah,
Or is
for
that like,
sure. But I think
oh,
that's every cheerleader on the planet Earth.
uh-huh.
Like you get into the sport, you get into the competitive aspect of the sport. Most of the time, even if they don't have the grit and the drive to like really get it done, there is this level of like cheer is my world for most cheerleaders.
Oh, okay. So then I know that after cheer was kind of over, you had some issues with like overeating, or you were kind of like, oh, well, I don't have this thing to work towards anymore, maybe, or something like, so,
Yeah, pretty much. It was like the mixture of like not having to fit like the body image anymore. Which to be like frank with you, looking back like early 2000s, I was not considered fit. I was still considered overweight, but I wasn't overweight. Like anorexia was rampant in the early 2000s. So
yeah.
it's like the body image for me is like I didn't have to hold this body image anymore. I didn't have to try to be as small as I could physically be. Um, I didn't have to like restrict my eating and like I don't know. It's just when I stopped cheering, I just stopped caring about like what I consumed. I mean, I didn't. It wasn't like I was eating some 5-star athlete. Half the time I was starving myself. To be honest with you, just like not
Yeah.
eating well,
Yeah.
or not eating, and then when I ate, probably not eating the best. Like
Mhm.
I remember in high school eating a lot of this place called Doubles, eating a lot of Chili's. Like I was still considered chubby, so no one around me would have thought that I had an eating disorder.
Mhm.
But I had an eating disorder. I wasn't eating like, and when I did eat, it was a binge, and it was bullshit. Like it
Right.
wasn't good for me. It was.
Yeah.
I did not have a great. I can't even tell you how I was able to do half the sports I did and excel in any area athletically with the lifestyle I lived. But I did.
Right. It's so interesting because you were like mentioning mental grit like
Yeah,
so much. And I feel like that's definitely how you got through it, right? Because you
yeah.
just like had that going on
Like
in your
tunnel
head.
vision.
Yeah, right. And then like once you didn't have that tunnel vision, do you feel like it just didn't have anywhere to go? Like it was like kind of chaotic or something like
Or
that?
like boredom, not knowing what to do with myself. I think it was a huge part of it. Even now, like when I have way too much free time, I wouldn't say now per se, but like in the more recent years, when
Hmm.
I have way too much free time on my hands, I don't know, and this is part of having an eating disorder, like getting to this point, my my default is to like snack and like sit around and watch TV and like I am somebody who I'll say like I'm a binger on work. Like I work a lot. And then
Hmm.
if I get any like period of time off, it's like, what do I do with myself? Like this week, blowing my mind. Like I got practice today, and then Tuesday through Saturday, I'm like, I work 80 something hours a week. Like I don't know what to do with myself when I have that much free time. Now I'll like go to the gym or I'll like try to take a tumbling class or a dance class or like try to fill my time with things. But like in the past, it was just like I'm gonna binge watch Netflix and order pizza. I might also order some crumble while I'm at it. Like, and
Right.
that's not fun afternoon for me.
Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, I think um for elite athletes, probably you're so used to being consumed by your sport or whatever skills you're trying to learn, and you're just like really trying to master stuff that not having anything to master is kind of probably weird. Like you're kind of just
Very, very weird. And I find that once I've become very good at something, it starts to bore me.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like it, I mean, really starts to bore me. Even if it took me a really long time to get good at it. Like for example, hair, though I love hair and I'll do hair forever, I'll always have like my core clients, especially like doing the things that I enjoy doing in hair. But and I don't like to call myself a master of anything because I feel like no one's a master of anything because things
Yeah.
are constantly evolving. Once I reached a point where I like mastered my craft at a capacity that I have like a complete understanding of how this thing works. You know, I'm a cosmetology instructor. I am a cosmetologist. I am a trichologist. Like I have tapped every end. I've gone into factories as somebody that works with brands. I've done everything that you could really do within this industry, whether I did it in depth or not. Like I feel like I've touched every part of it. And I'm just like, yeah, I like to do like crazy colors and curly cuts and extensions. So
Hmm.
I'll just like do that every now and then. And that's I'm bored with it. Like it doesn't consume my all anymore. Whereas for like 10 years, it completely consumed me. My whole world revolved around hair. The
Yeah.
same thing with hair. I think I have an addictive personality.
Okay. Does it feel like that is for like your own learning or like to get approval from like other people or like a mixture of it or like the
I know
driving?
it can't be for approval from others because I genuinely don't give a shit what anybody thinks about me. Like
Okay.
genuinely, like I don't wake up and do anything in my life for other people. Like I am very often called selfish, though I don't think I'm selfish. Like I love to give to others, but like I don't get dressed and go like, oh, I wonder what people will think of this outfit. I don't care because I look good. Like I didn't feel that way about myself for a very long time,
Uh-huh.
which is why I'm just like, yes, I'm a human being and I have insecurities and like, I'm human. I'm not just like so conceited and cocky, but like I genuinely do not take people's opinion at
Yeah.
face value. Like it's a grain of salt to me.
Yeah, I gotcha. So like probably during cheer, that was
Oh, I
why.
cared so much when I was younger.
Yeah.
I cared so much what other people thought about me.
Yeah.
So much. It
And
was
then
so unhealthy.
yeah, I think though that for women in general, that's like the thing. Like you need to be fit in this space so that
Yeah.
everyone feels comfortable, you know? Um, but do you feel like maybe gaining weight was partly like saying, well, I don't care what anyone thinks about me anymore, like kind of like starting to like not
Oh,
care
for
or
sure.
yeah.
For sure. Like when people would comment, because like it happens really rapidly too.
Mhm.
Like when people would comment, it would bother me obviously, but I'd be like, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Like, well, who am I trying to impress? Like,
Mhm.
I don't care. Like
Yeah.
I had my partner very young in life. I've been married for 13 years and 31.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I, I'm like, I got my man. I don't care. Like, I don't care what you people think. Like,
Right.
I don't care. I don't care. But it was like partially that and partially again, not having this thing to focus on becoming like consumed with food and eating and then like turning around and living a lifestyle that like played into it because it was like I would binge eat, right? I would not eat all day and then I would eat a surplus of food. And then I started doing hair full time
Mhm.
and that job mimics that lifestyle.
Mm.
Hairstylists will go all day without eating,
Oh, right.
all day long, without a sip of water, without a bathroom break, without food, because you're constantly in this motion of doing what you're doing. You're working with chemicals, and the time is super stacked, and
Oh.
it's very easy to like go all day and sit down at the end of the day and be like, oh my god, like there's literally jokes about it all over the internet.
Mhm.
We starve ourselves, and then you get home and you're like, I want a number seven. I want it large. Give me a shake and I want two apple pies. And I don't even know what a number seven is, but let me get it. Like it, and it's inherent. And even if you're not like living that lifestyle, then there's a version of the hairstylist, which is probably me. Like I'm gonna try to start my day with food. So I'm gonna get coffee. I'm gonna get a pastry that has really no nutritional value, a lot of caffeine. Then during the middle of the day, in order to not die when I need that second boost of caffeine, I'm gonna pair it with a snack. So I might have like some pretzels or chips and a Red Bull. And
Okay.
then I don't eat anything else all day. And then I get home and I'm like gorging on whatever I have. 2,000 calories in one sitting.
Right.
And no, I didn't overeat all day, I guess.
Hmm.
But calorically, it was a ridiculous amount of calories. And
Totally.
then it was like a bunch of it's nothing of nutritional value. And it's just bullshit. And then you feel like crap and the cycle continues. And it's like a lot of the bad habits I got in eating definitely came from being in the hair industry as well. Like I started smoking cigarettes being in the hair industry. Like
Yeah.
like curb your appetite. You don't got time to eat, but you got 5 minutes to smoke cigarette. It's
Right.
not funny, but like
Yeah.
that's what it was for a lot of my life as a hairstylist. That's what
Right.
I was doing.
Yeah.
Now they got vapes. They don't have cigarettes. They just
I
vape all day.
yeah, I see that a lot too with just in general. So how did you
Nicotine addiction is real in my industry. Very
oh
real.
yeah, totally. I could see that. I mean, like you said, and also it's probably super stressful. So like smoking a cigarette relieves stress, doesn't it? Like, you feel
Yeah.
better. So
Yes.
so how do you feel like you broke the cycle of this situation? Because
Of
you
like binge eating.
well, I think so. What happened after you were done with cheer was basically you gained how much weight? Like,
Before I tried to for real do something about it, the first time, I don't know, probably 75 pounds, 100 pounds,
Mhm.
easily. Like before that, between that last year of me cheering, me graduating school, it was like easily 75 pounds to 100 pounds. It was like it was a lot of weight. It was very rapidly.
Mhm.
And then I started going to a different school and I started working out a lot. I was going to Antelope Valley Community College and I'm trying to like remember my timeline. And I remember I was going to 24-hour fitness. So I had
Mhm.
like a college pass
Mhm.
and I was working in like this work studies program where like I worked in the cafeteria and one of the ladies in the cafeteria like knew enough about nutrition, but like let's call it 80s nutrition. Like older mentality, but enough because I didn't know anything about nutrition
Oh,
and
okay.
at that point in time in my life, like anything at all. A lot of what she told me probably fed into like the snowball of the eating disorder. Cause
Mm.
I'm doing like special K diet and I'm doing like all these restrictive diets, but I'm like learning my facts about nutrition from this person
Okay.
who is all meaning well, very much just meaning well, but I'm like putting myself on this very restrictive diet and I'm working out a lot.
Okay.
And then I will like maybe go 2 weeks like that. And then I'm like, I want to eat something and then like that I want. And then like end up binging on that. And then it's like this never ending cycle. But still, I was able to like lose the weight while doing this. Right. So
Mhm.
then I lose this weight. It took about a year to lose it. I literally could pull up pictures of this on my Facebook. It took like a year to lose it. I lost it and then immediately started gaining it again. I moved from California. My husband got stationed here in Arizona, and we moved here to Arizona. And I didn't have a car. I was
Mhm.
going to school online. I was stuck in the house. I didn't have any sports. I didn't know anyone here. And I felt completely detached from the outside world.
Got it.
And I lived on Dysart and Van Buren in Avondale. And even now, that area is still not super like a
Okay.
lot going on there.
Mhm.
But back when we first moved here in 2012, it was like nothing. There was like a nail salon, there was a pho place, there was a food city, a KFC, and then the apartments we lived in, and some schools and residential things. So, like walking distance from my house, less than 2 miles, anything within 2 miles of that house in this heat that I'm not used to.
Right.
Like it was just like life was very miserable. And that is when I think I got into really bad, like really bad, like whole boxes of things,
Mhm.
like whole tubs of ice cream, whole like really bad and rapidly gained weight. And then I would try to like outrun it. Like I'm gonna go on 3 mile run. But then I'm gonna come back and I was like trying to like exercise as if I wasn't like eating 10,000 calories a day. It
Gotcha.
was again still at this point not knowing anything really about nutrition. So then I get my first real trainer, and I think that's when like it kind of changed for me, and I started to like learn about nutrition. And I will say like going like fast forwarding in time, I did not have a true understanding of proper nutrition until probably 5 years ago.
Okay.
I feel like I was being given information from people that meant well, including medical professionals,
Oh, wow. Okay.
that were all forms of eating disorders.
That is so interesting. It makes
My
me,
doctor was the person that introduced me to keto, not my current doctor, but a doctor that I had was the
wow.
person that introduced me to the keto diet. She put me on, what's it called? It's a diabetes medication, and I didn't have diabetes. And I forget what it's called. Metformin.
Okay.
They put me on metformin because I have PCOS, and a lot of times when you have PCOS and insulin resistance,
Hmm.
diabetic medication makes losing weight easier
Okay.
because you have blood sugar issues and like hormonal imbalances in your body, and those medications help. So, like that mixed with the combination of being on this medication, I was able to lose I don't know, substantial amount of weight. I probably went from like somewhere in the threes because I got real heavy. I got real heavy again.
Yeah.
I was somewhere in the threes to probably like 250.
Mhm.
And then I got pregnant. I miscarried, so I have fertility issues. And
Mhm.
then I started doing hair. And then it just like cycled all over again.
Okay.
So like I moved here, I got into that like shitty being isolated, being by myself, gained a ton of weight, got a trainer, got medication, got on track, got into beauty school, and then started living the same, like just going back into the same cycle again. And it went through this cycle of me like gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight. And I'm not talking like small amounts of weight. I'm talking like gaining and losing between 60 to 100 pounds over and over again.
Yeah. That's
And then
like,
I had my son. Let
mhm.
me actually back up.
Uh-huh.
Then I wanted to have my son.
Mhm.
And this is that tunnel vision. I'm like, I will do everything it takes to get pregnant. I've been infertile for 10 years. I'm gonna do everything it takes. And so I found this girl on Instagram who talked about PCOS health and fertility health. And she had this very holistic approach, removing a lot of like refined sugars, removing gluten, and like understanding this is not sustainable, but like resetting your body. And it's because you have all these hormonal like inflammation and all of this crap going on. And like I did that and I got pregnant. I also lost a substantial amount of weight in
Okay.
the process. After I had, well, obviously you're pregnant, you can't be gluten free and dairy free and refined sugar free. It's just not realistic.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't work. You
Uh-huh.
feel depleted and you feel like you're not getting nutrients in your body.
Mhm.
So I started eating a normal diet. I didn't even go to like eating in extremities again because my body physically could not handle it. I
Yeah.
didn't gain a crazy amount of weight in the beginning of my pregnancy. And then I got towards the end and I probably gained like 30 pounds. And then after I had my son, that's when I just like another 85 pounds.
Yeah.
But at that point now I'm right back where I was the very first time in 325 or something like that. And this is 4 years ago. My son's 4.
Hmm. And I,
And
yeah.
at that point I have a nutritionist named Sarah from AM Nutrition in Scottsdale. I don't know if she's still there because I haven't talked to her in probably 7, 8 months.
Okay.
I switched insurance, so I'm not covered through her anymore. But she, to me, gave me an understanding of nutrition and portion control and like intuitive eating.
Hmm.
And I was able to lose a little bit of weight with that. But realistically, I feel like I have done so much damage to my metabolism
Mm.
and my body just will, I cannot lose weight. Like I was working out with Jeremy, like I was doing hour sessions.
Hmm.
I was not cheating. I was eating very well. I was in a calorie deficit.
Hmm.
And there would be weeks I'd step on the scale and it's like 2 pounds. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you're 325 pounds. 2 pounds is not it. Like you should be losing more than 2 pounds. Or
Yeah.
I would step on the scale and it would be like, I gained a pound. And I'm like, how?
Hmm.
I ate 1,500 calories a day and was in the gym 6 days this week.
Yeah.
And it's just like my body was, no matter what I was doing, was not releasing the fat. Like it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
I went to my doctor. We talked about weight loss surgery, but you got to lose 50 pounds first. And I'm like, I can't even lose 10. Like, I'm trying my damnedest. Like, I'm doing everything I can. I think I lost like 30 pounds. And if my doctor is like, you should think about trying a GLP-1. And I had like seeing people try it. And so I was like, I'll try it. Like, forget it, I'll try it. And the last like 50, 60 pounds I've lost has been on the GLP-1.
Hmm.
And it has just been like super easy for me
Right.
to
And
live a normal, healthy lifestyle on this medication. Like, the food noise stops. I don't struggle with binge eating anymore. Yeah, I still eat sugar. I still like have a balance. Literally, I ate like 5 or 6 pieces of candy on my son's Halloween bag last night. And I'm pretty sure I had a piece of cake yesterday. Every day's not perfect.
yeah.
For the most part, like my average day is pretty healthy.
Yeah. So you
Very
feel like
balanced.
this past year has been like focusing on making this a lifestyle that you can actually live consistently versus
Yes,
like,
because everything has always been about like, I just want to lose this weight I put on. I just want to lose this weight. And like for me, the weight loss or the weight gain had gotten so extreme. And I think too, I'm older now and I have a kid. Like when I was younger, like the gaining and losing and gaining and losing. Yeah, I'm 300 pounds. I can still like do a back handspring. Like I'm my joints can still handle the weight
mhm.
as I'm getting older. Like I'm feeling it. I'm like falling over and for no reason. Or like I get up out of bed and my like knees hurt, my feet hurt, my back hurt in a way that they'd not hurt prior. And like I have injuries as an athlete that like putting all that weight on them were like bringing the injuries back to life. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like
Oh,
I
I
hadn't had the ankle injury like acting up on me in years, and it was like coming back in full effect.
yeah,
Like I'm getting X-rays and my foot can't even touch the ground because my Achilles tendon is so tight.
yeah.
And so it's like something has to happen. And my physical therapist is like, I know you're sure, I'm sure you're tired of hearing this, but like we can do what we're doing here, but you do need to lose some weight or it's gonna keep happening. I
Oh,
was already wanting to lose weight. I was already training and like working towards it, but it's just like another like motivator towards like I just gotta like make this a lifestyle change, like doing things with my son being hard, like not being able to like have moments with my son. For example, like I would take him to the park with his dad and like they could go down the slide together. I couldn't do that with him. I
okay.
can now, but
Yeah,
I couldn't before. Or they
yeah,
like get on the swings.
yeah.
I can't get on the swings with him. I can now. I couldn't before. Like so much of it, I'm like, I'm not about to sit and miss his whole life.
Right. Yeah.
For
That's
what?
a huge motivator.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
The
like,
older he started to get and the more active he's getting, I'm like, he run off, I can't even catch up. So like I gotta get myself together. That was actually another huge there were so many things happening, like my body feeling like it was giving out. I'd be tired all the time. I can't keep up with my kid. There were so many motivators, but it was finally like I really, really want to not. It's not about body size. It's about mobility and it's about living my life. It's literally what I told Jeremy when I first started working out with him. I'm like, I just want to be able to like move around comfortably again.
yeah, yeah.
That's it. We literally today was our year and he did my scan. I'm gonna grab it. Today was our year appointment.
Mhm.
And when I started with him, our first session, I was 314, but prior to us starting, I had another trainer that I didn't like, and I was literally gonna quit. I don't know if he told you that, but I was signed up. I had a trainer for like, I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe a month. I can't remember the exact timeline. He worked me out way too hard, and I would complain that like physically, I feel like I can't recover. Like it's been a whole week and I'm like just now starting to feel like I can sit on the toilet without holding the
Yeah.
walls. Like it's too much for me. And
Mhm.
then like feeling like you're not being listened to in that capacity. Like I'm hurting. This is not normal. And then I'm showing up for appointments. He ain't there.
Oh, yeah.
Or he's texting me. He's like, "Oh, I thought you weren't coming. I'm 2 minutes late. I was
Right,
scanning my card. Where are you? You didn't even
right,
walk past me. You've
right.
been gone. You know what I'm saying?" And like
Yeah.
one day I'm such a chill person. But
Uh-huh.
like probably like the fifth time it happened, I was like, enough. Cause I'm
Yeah.
paying for this and y'all playing in my face.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
the manager, I think her name's Lindsay or something. She comes, she gives me a session. She's like, I'm gonna get you a new person. Cool. She tries to hook me up with this other person. They also don't show up. And I'm like, forget this. I'm walking out the door. Like I'm about to cancel the whole gym membership. Ain't even just the trainer. And
Mhm.
Jeremy comes and grabs me. He said, I'm gonna take care of you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of you. And I have been watching him train all the old ladies in the gym for at least 6 months. So I was like, you know what? I think he might actually take care of me. My brain was like, just do it. So I did it. He did my scan, and it's been cake ever since. But
Yeah.
my very first scan with that first dude, I was 322, 320 something. I can't remember. With
Mhm.
Jeremy, I was 314. Today I am 252.4.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
My body fat has gone down like 7%. My visceral fat range has gone down from, there's so many papers here. This from like 19 to 14. My bio age has gone down in 2 years from 37 to 35. My BWI has went down 2 points. Like everything is healthier. I think the only thing that I've experienced, if we were talking about how we're gonna like tackle this today,
Hmm.
the only negative effect that I've experienced, and I'm pretty sure it's from the Ozempic, like that push of like abrupt weight loss,
Hmm.
um, is that my muscle mass has gone down a little
Oh,
bit. Like it's not scary, but I know I'm not eating enough protein.
oh,
So
okay.
like right now I'm probably between like 80 to 90 grams a day, and Jeremy's like, no. Let's
Oh,
throw some protein shakes in the mix. So
okay.
we're gonna try to get some more protein in my diet and see if that helps. Because I'm lifting, I'm working out, I'm eating a pretty rounded diet. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That is so awesome. It
Yeah,
must.
it's been great. I called the gym today and I was like, I gotta talk to a manager. And they're like, is there a problem? Like, no, I'm calling because Jeremy's the bomb. And that's why I'm calling. I said, we had our year appointment today. I'm about 80 pounds down. And I
Mhm.
need y'all to know he's the bomb. And that's why I'm
Yeah.
calling.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I'm gonna
So,
give that man a raise, something. He's so good. Like,
yeah, I
I
think,
asked him, I'm like, why aren't you a manager? He's like, mm-mm.
well, I mean, that's another story. They don't train people, so,
He
uh,
said, no, I can't do it. Too boring. Mm-mm.
yeah, so it's so funny. But so what advice would you give someone? Because it sounds so I think so many people have this pattern of losing a lot of weight, like you said, like 50 pounds and then like gaining it back. And then, that's a significant amount of weight to be like yo-yoing around, right?
Yeah.
And what what advice do you have any advice for anyone that's like
You
having
gotta stop making excuses. And I know it's,
I
I
didn't
look,
think you were gonna say that.
but listen,
Oh.
listen, listen, big girls, because I'm gonna stand up real quick. I'm still one of you, okay? I'm still big. Listen, I would see the videos of girls that like have lost a bunch of weight and be like, stop making excuses. I'm like, oh, here we go again. You forgot where you came from. But real talk, once I did it and I started like, and not like yo-yo dieting or like crash diet, like once I did it and did it in a way where it's like, I don't think the weight's gonna come back. I feel like this is quite literally for life because I feel great. I feel like a new human. And I never felt that way. You lose weight and feel like crap because you're not doing it right. And I feel good. Like my skin is clear, my nails are growing, my hair is growing, and like I feel great once I finally started doing it, and even though it's taken a whole year for me to lose the 80 pounds that I've lost, and medication, and a trainer, and a nutritionist, and everybody doesn't have access to that. So I've had a lot of help and a lot of support. You got to stop making excuses and do it because that was me. I can't afford to. Yes, you can, because you could afford to like be door dashing 70,000 times and eating out every damn day. And again, I know like if you get your pleasure from your Starbucks every day, you shouldn't have to take your joy home, girl. You could sacrifice a year of that Starbucks joy to go get you a trainer because I promise that'll replace the joy you're getting from that food. And at first, you're gonna be like, "This is some bullshit." I promise you, you're gonna be like, "This is some bullshit." But then when you get to doing it, you're gonna be like, "This was the right decision. This was the right move." It's all an excuse. I
Okay.
can't believe I'm saying that, but
Yeah, I'm
it's
surprised.
always an excuse. I'd be like, "I have PCOS. This is a valid fact. I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, having PCOS doesn't make it harder to lose. It makes it 20 times harder to lose weight.
Hmm.
20 times harder to lose weight. I don't care what anyone says."
Mhm.
And I think that people with PCOS should be given medical intervention without it being hoops to jump through, because it is extremely hard to lose weight with
Mhm.
PCOS, but it's still an excuse. It's hard, it's not impossible.
Okay. So if you okay, so like what could be another way that you might say stop making excuses? If somebody, because that might um
Trigger people.
not trigger. So like whenever you hear, so this has been said so many times, I feel like sometimes people are like, yeah, like you said, like, yeah, 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 like whatever, right? So like what, like if you had to put it another way, like what would another way, could another way be that might be something that you didn't think of back then, but you realize it through this year now, you
It's
know?
like stop justifying self-sabotage. Because to
Mhm.
me, that's what it is. Like when I sit and I think about the decisions I made and how I rationalized them and how I wholeheartedly believed the things that I was saying, and being around other women that are just like me, that
Mhm.
are doing the same things. So I guess I'm talking to women that are like me. If this ain't you, then it don't pertain to you. But it's like you'll rationalize it like I'm already big, and even though I'm trying to lose weight, like it's okay if I have 8 Oreos because I'm 300 pounds and 8 Oreos is better than 20. You didn't need the 8 Oreos. Like you could have a single serving size or you could have none. Like it you rationalize it because it's a lifestyle that you're used to, and like you live it every day. You rationalize like going and having fast food every single day. And I'm talking to myself because not every fat person eats fast food every day, but that was what I was doing.
Okay.
I was rationalizing these things every day. I was rationalizing the choice to not get up and move my body. It hurts. Yes, it hurts,
Mhm.
but it's never not gonna hurt. Like you're gonna have to go through that period of pain before your body acclimates to it and it becomes normal and feels normal and it's not so painful anymore. But like I would make all of these rationalizations. I would try like this is my reason why I can't do this because of this, or I'm not gonna lose weight anyways, or like it's self sabotage, and I'm rationalizing it and
Mhm.
wholeheartedly believing it.
Mhm.
And it was like until you get past that mentality, you're gonna keep going in this circle where you're like losing, gaining, losing, gaining, losing, gaining, losing, gaining, losing, gaining, losing, gaining. I had to stop making excuses for myself and be like, you are unhealthy. And the decisions that you make every day lead to you being unhealthy.
Mhm.
And no, you're not going to change overnight. There is fat shit that I do every day. I have not changed completely. Like I do stuff all the time where I'm like, man, I probably shouldn't have did that, but I did it. No one is perfect. I'm not saying you gotta like eat salads for every meal and start drinking shakes and like, but I'm like I had to like actively start making the decision to try to change where I could,
Mhm.
where it was easy for me first, and then where it was challenging, and then where it felt impossible.
Yeah,
Like
right.
in the morning, I like I told you what I like to start my breakfast day with. My breakfast day is a Starbucks coffee and a pastry. So how I changed that for myself? I started first, I would like get components from Starbucks.
Mhm.
So I would get like, and I still do this sometimes when I want a treat. Like I would get like 2 shots of espresso in a venti cup and a side of cold foam. And then I might be like, put a pump of sugar free vanilla in the espresso.
Mhm.
And then I'll pour my protein shake on top and then put the cold foam on top. So that
Okay.
I still felt like I was having that coffee that I was like used to having. And with that, I would probably still like eat a donut or eat a bagel or eat. It was still this thing, but like now I'm getting more protein because protein was like a big issue for me.
Yeah.
And now I feel more satiated, so I don't feel the need to like after that coffee and that bagel or whatever to then immediately go eat something else an hour later.
Mhm.
I'm satiated, so maybe I'm fine until like an actual lunch hour. Now at lunch, let's say I'm gonna eat Chick-fil-A. I might eat Chick-fil-A 3 times in 1 week. I might still do that right now.
Mhm.
But the difference is in the past, I'd be like, I want large fries. I want One of them frozen lemonade things is like half lemonade, half ice cream, and it's like blended together. Um, I want a sandwich with extra cheese and bacon, and then I would get like a cookie. And I would be that's like a ton of sugar, a ton of calories, and that's lunch, like on a
Yeah.
normal day for me. But now I might get Chick-fil-A and I might get a kale crunch salad. I might get an 8-piece count grilled nuggets. I
Mhm.
might get a side of ranch and I might get some soup with that.
Mhm.
And I might eat all of that shit. And it's like 900 calories, but it's also like 82 grams of protein. Like, you know
Okay.
what I'm saying? It's like, and
Right.
I know, like, as a hair person, I'm not going to eat again until tomorrow. So that's
Right.
just it.
I
So
got
I'm picking my like poisons. I'm still doing things that like aligned with that lifestyle that I live,
you. Mhm.
but I'm making better decisions and I'm not making like excuses for like I feel like you can still do all the stuff that you enjoy doing. You just gotta do them differently. And it sounds so cliche, but it's like
Yeah.
you don't want to hear it when you're in it.
Right.
When you're
Yeah.
in the midst of it, you don't want to hear that.
Right.
You're
And
like,
it's
whatever.
yeah, I think it, and also it's hard to, because I think at one point you said you were doing everything and then you still weren't losing weight though.
Yeah.
So then
But
like,
that's after it's after years of abusing your body.
okay.
You've abused your body so much that your body doesn't even know how to lose weight. It
Hmm.
stores on to everything. You binge eating disorder. So you're like your body doesn't know whether it's gonna feast or famine. So it
Mm-hmm.
wants to store everything you're putting in your body. And
Hmm.
then on top of that, you got PCOS. So
Hmm.
you already are gonna struggle to lose weight because you're insulin resistant. And then your metabolism's super slow from years of yo-yo dieting. Like I had everything, every odd against me
Yeah. Yeah.
while losing weight. I
Yeah.
needed medical intervention.
Yeah. Yeah. And you, like you said, like you got a ton of support
Yeah.
to help, right?
And
So,
everybody does not have access to that. And I
right.
wholeheartedly understand that because I
Right.
didn't always have access to it.
Yeah. That's so it sounds like too, like what you're saying, like when you're trying to rationalize decisions, in some form, it's kind of like self-compassion, but like backwards
Yeah, it's
self-compassion.
like sabotage. It's like you're sabotaging yourself. And it's like let's say right now, let's say I never lost another pound from this point right here.
Hmm.
My quality of life has changed so significantly from the changes that I have made that if I stay stagnant in this state forever, I'm okay.
Oh, okay. I got
Physically, like I'm not where I want to be. Like I would like to have a better physique and like I want to be stronger and I want to be faster and I want to like be an athlete again
you. Hmm.
because I like being an athlete.
Yeah.
But like realistically, I'm okay with just being healthy. And for like people that are living the extremity, like I was living, like you 325 pounds and you're 5'3", 5'4", you
Yeah.
know, you got to stop rationalizing these decisions. And you
Yeah.
have to try to make better decisions or like you're going to die. And I
Yeah.
don't know how else to like put it because when you are at that stage and unless you've lived in that bubble,
Hmm.
you don't understand that sense of impending doom. You don't understand like fearing going to sleep and like I might not wake up.
Hmm.
Like having breathing problems, people being like, "Hey, you stop breathing in your sleep. You got
Oh,
sleep apnea because you're so heavy." Like it's denial. I know right now a big person that is very widely known. I know her personally, and like, I'm not even gonna say her name, who will tell people and swear up and down she is so healthy. And I remember living in that delusion with this person.
hmm.
She's not healthy.
Mm. Okay.
You can't even stand up and do your job.
Hmm.
You have to do it from a chair.
Yeah. And
You
I feel,
can't walk without breathing super hard or sweating profusely. You're having to take 2 naps in the middle of a 24-hour day. You're dying. Your
yeah.
body is literally giving out on itself.
Yeah.
And we can try to sugarcoat it all we want to, but that's what's happening to you. And
Hmm.
that's how you feel on the inside when it gets to that point where you like have no quality of life anymore. You're like getting out of bed, eating breakfast, doing as much as you physically can, getting back in bed because you're so depleted. It's
Yeah.
taking everything out of you to do a load of laundry run to the grocery store. And for some people, they can't even do that.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm buying cars and I have to pick a car that will fit me.
Mm,
You're in denial. You gotta
yeah.
have a wake up call. And I think that's the reality of it. You have to want it and you gotta stop making excuses.
Shame people into change. And like that never works
It
because
will
like
never work. It will never
because
work.
like
But people try to do that for me. Don't you want to be here to live for your kid? All it would do is make me more pissed off and I'm gonna go binge eat some more. Like me, I feel like when I say what I say, so there are still gonna be some people that are like, eh. I feel like it's gonna be easier to hear coming from me because I'm still 250 pounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 5'3". I wear 2X, 1X.
Mhm,
I'm still a plus size human being,
mhm,
right? And I just said to you right here on this camera, like, if I stopped right here, it would be okay. Because for me, it ain't about the body image. I
uh,
lost my quality of life. And
okay.
until you lose your quality of life, like,
Mm,
you just cannot understand what that feels like. And for people that are living that extremity, it's like you got to wake up. You are in denial if you
mm,
can't get out of bed, if you
mm,
have to stand up to wipe your ass, or
mm.
I ain't about to do this because I ain't never had to use a tool to wipe my ass. I ain't got that far yet. But
Mhm.
I literally have seen it on the
Yeah.
internet. Like, a girl have to use a tool to wipe her butt
Yeah.
because she can't reach around her own body.
Mhm.
That's crazy. Like, and still sit on the internet and go, I'm beautiful. And yes, you're beautiful. Nobody said you weren't, but you're
Okay.
not healthy and you
Oh,
don't have a good quality of life.
oh, I see what you're
And
saying.
you should care. And you gotta not be in denial about that. Like,
Mhm.
you gotta stop rationalizing the decisions that you're making and make smarter decisions so that you can have a quality of life. You don't got to be skinny, you don't got to be fit, but you do got to take care of yourself,
I
or there
gotcha.
will be no self to take care of.
Yeah. And I just feel like that is something that's just so like
It's
overlooked.
hard. It's
Yeah.
hard because it's people's physical image, like body image. Like, there's this thing that, like, fat does not equate to unhealthy, right? It doesn't. Being overweight does not necessarily mean that you're super healthy, unhealthy. Because I'm sure I'm much healthier than
Mm,
people that are smaller than me.
okay.
There are probably a million skinny people in this world that are far more unhealthy than me.
Okay, I gotcha. Hmm.
But and the same thing goes. I look at somebody that's like really skinny, me personally, and I'd be like, oh my god, they look unhealthy. The same way somebody probably looks at somebody that's like morbidly obese
Hmm.
and thinks like they're unhealthy. Like,
Yeah.
it's all a stereotype, but the reality is, like, we can see it on you. We can see the unhealthy, like, and that's part of the denial. Like,
So you're talking
especially
from
if you knew the person in the past life. If I'm like walking by and I see a big person on the street, to look at them and assume they're unhealthy just because the way they move in the street is crazy.
Mhm.
If I see, I don't know, my cousin that I've known my whole life and they're like very obese and they've not always been this big, and I'm noticing they're wobbling and they walk
Mhm.
and they're breathing very heavily, you are losing your quality of life.
Okay,
The weight is affecting you.
I see
And
what you're
oh,
saying.
but I can still get up and walk. Oh, but I can still lift. And that was me. I can still lift heavy. I can still throw a back handspring. I can still. But should you?
Yeah.
What
So
is
for
it doing to your joints? What is it doing to your body? A lot, because I feel it now.
yeah. So basically for you, the quality of life stuff was more like that you couldn't do things with your son that you wanted to do, and that like you had sleep apnea, and that your joints, like I think you told me one time you just like fell because your joints couldn't like hold you up
Literally, my
anymore.
kids they were clowning me about it 2 days ago. It was at
Mhm.
that cheer competition. They was like, "Remember that time you fell? I'ma never live it down. I'ma never live it down." I
So,
fell on nothing. It's like my joints just gave out. Like, that's what it's a wake up call. That
yeah,
might have been the biggest. That might have been the biggest wake up call. Oh,
right.
for real. Like, I went on that day. I was like, I gotta change.
Yeah, and I think it's just like so multi-layered that
Yeah,
like
so
it's
multifaceted. And see how much it took for me to finally, like, It was like my knees was giving out, my joints was giving out. I can't keep up with my son. I got sleep. It took so much for me to finally go, I stop making excuses and I gotta do something. I don't know what something is, but I gotta do something.
Right.
If you're 500 pounds and losing 40 pounds significantly changes your quality of life, take it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You
Right.
don't gotta mighty morph into a new human being, but you should care enough about yourself to not live in denial.
If somebody said this to you when before like you decided you wanted to do it, would it have worked?
Me being the person I am in they face, I would have been like, bitch, I don't hear him. None of that. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm healthy. Then I probably would have went home and ruminated on it. And
Mm.
I probably still would have kept doing what I was doing. Just be honest.
Like
Like
it, it
I
would
would have had a moment where it did affect me,
have
but then I would have been like, nah, I'm that bitch and went about my life. I mean, just being dead honest. I'm being dead honest.
right, because it like
So I
probably
wasn't
just
in a place to hear it. I wasn't in a place to hear it.
if
I
like
wasn't in a place to hear
do
it.
you think there is anything anyone could have said to you or anything like that would have made the decision happen sooner, or you just really had to feel it yourself?
I think that having somebody like just try to lead me with, I don't want to say compassion because that ain't the right word, but like I had a friend in one of my like times of losing weight where I felt like she really had me like making good life changes, and like some of the things she taught me to this day I still like utilize in life. Her name is Ashley. Love her to death. Her mom's a wellness person here, Lynn Marcian and Ashley Marcian. And actually, she got married. I can't remember her last name, but they like do wellness stuff here in the valley. And when I was in beauty school and I was like gaining weight, she would like help me with these things. And I like lost weight. And she the way she approached it wasn't ever like, you need to lose weight and you need to be skinny. It was just like, hey, you want to try this vegan soup I made? And it would be really good. And she'd be like, I can show you how I made it. Hey, you want to go to this workout class with me? And I would go and I would try and I would like it. It was like, I don't know how, like, leading by example works better for me. Like, just having somebody like invite me to do things that'll help me change versus trying to tell me that I have to change. I don't know. I'm
Okay.
stubborn.
I think
So
that
I'm
no,
like,
I think that's really
yeah.
helpful. So like basically for you, it was more like exploring options
Yeah.
versus like somebody telling you what to do with yourself. Like
Yeah.
you could try this or not try it, or like you could try this class or not try like whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so like if you could put that into word like words, it's not really a words thing then. It's more about having a person in your life who's just like I think that is compassion though. Like
Yeah, like they care and they want you to change, but they don't want you to feel like ostracized while doing it. Like they just invite you to do things that will allow that change to happen naturally. Like we used to go dancing a lot. I
mhm,
like to dance. She'll be
mhm,
like, oh, let's go here, let's go dancing. I'm not realizing it, but we're going dancing like twice a week. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
she
Mhm.
was just getting me moving and getting me doing things without me even realizing I was doing it. The next thing you know, I'm like in the gym with her. That's actually the person that got me into lifting, like
Okay.
lifting weights.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's freaking ripped. She has 4 kids and she's like,
Right.
and her mom. Like her mom is freaking, she's not old, but she's like, I'm
Yeah.
31 and her
Yeah.
daughter's, I think, 35. And she
Yeah.
has 20 something years on her daughter. So like, and
Right.
she's like built, like IBF built. Like,
Mhm. Right. So like basically
crazy.
what you're saying it is like a lifestyle.
Yeah, it
So
has to be like that. The quick fix stuff never worked for me. Like the teas, the shakes, it's just great tools to add to the life.
mhm,
But like I'm not drinking shakes for breakfast, shakes for lunch, and
mhm.
then having a salad for dinner. Like the
Right.
yo-yo dieting is just not conducive to me.
Right. And I mean that's like what's all over like that's what gets marketed the hardest because
Yep.
of
Even
whatever.
the GLP-1s. I
Yeah.
see people get on them all the time. Like every girl at my job is on Ozempic.
Oh, okay.
And it's like you'll see the wide range of like diets. Like
Hmm.
we'll all sit down to eat lunch. And like everybody's diet's a little different. I'm probably the most mixed bag. You don't know what you're gonna get. Fruit and a salad or a vending machine burrito. It just depends on what day it is. But like I've seen like the ones that are like eating strictly cottage cheese and fruit, and then
Okay.
I've seen the ones that are like still eating like they never took Ozempic a day in their life, but they just the portions are different because they can't overeat it without
Okay.
feeling like crap.
Yeah.
And then you got people like me that are just like, some days are great, some days are neutral, and some days are like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean,
And it's just like,
it's a process. It's a process.
yeah, but it's a tool, and that I think people don't realize that like you don't take Ozempic and just become skinny. Like you, if you don't do what you have to do, you gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Everything will be the same. You can, I won't feel good. It'll feel terrible, but I can still sit
Hmm.
and gorge on food. I mean, I'm gonna feel absolutely awful doing it,
Yeah.
but I could still do it. And I've seen people do it, and I've seen people on the internet talk about the effects of doing it, or
Yeah.
like getting off of the medication and like binging out of control.
Yeah.
So I haven't taken my medication in a week. My body, I feel like, is so regulated though that it's not affecting me.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
knew that I was going to a cheer competition, and I like the first 2 days you take that medication, like sometimes I'll get like a wave of feeling like I'm gonna throw up,
Um,
or struggling to eat a lot those first 2 days, and like when you're up for 12 hours, like
yeah.
I can't. I got to be able to have caffeine. I got to be able to eat actual meals because I'm ripping and running all day. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm just gonna opt out of taking it this week so I can do what I need to do. But even so, like I start feeling that everything was still fine. I start feeling that fucking food noise come directly back into the back of my head, and I was like, "This is right here where you got to make the decision because even though you hear that food noise in the back of your head, your body don't want it. You've
Oh,
been like changed for so long that your body doesn't want to sit and do what your brain is telling it to do.
interesting.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
You gotta like you have to stop rationalizing it,
Yeah.
because I could have been like, it's okay, it's just one time,
Yeah.
it's okay, I could have rationalized it like I always did,
Hmm.
but I chose to be like, no, I'm not. I've worked way too hard. I love the way I feel. I'm
Hmm.
getting stronger, and I feel like an athlete again. Like I told Jeremy today, I'm going to a tumbling class for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I coach
exciting.
it, but I don't do it
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be possible if it was not for like the constant training and like my muscles are strong, so I feel like my muscles aren't gonna give out while I'm doing things anymore. Like I'm just generally healthier, like
Yeah.
physically healthier. And so
Yeah.
I feel like I can do it, like I'm regaining my athleticism and
Mhm.
my mobility and like my strength. And it just is worth it. It's worth it. So anybody that is stuck in that place that is like, I don't want to hear that, I'm perfectly fine. Just remember what it was like before you got to that point. Because sometimes it's hard to remember
Oh,
what
okay.
it was like to live a quality of life. It's easy to forget when you spent the last 5, 6, 7 years with a poor quality of life. It's
Mm.
easy to forget what it was like to run and jump and
Mhm.
leap and roll, and like that stuff doesn't matter to you. But when you start to take that weight off, it was my driving force. So I knew what I was going for.
Yeah, totally.
But it is an unreal feeling. It's like unless you've been really obese, it's really hard to explain or understand. But like, could you imagine being afraid to jump?
Hmm. Yeah.
Because if I land on my feet and they can't support the weight, like I'm gonna fall under my own feet. Like
Yeah.
just a regular, just like jumping up and jumping back down, like a jumping jack. Being
Yeah.
afraid to do that because what's gonna happen if I roll 325 pounds onto my ankle?
Right.
Like I can do jumping jacks. I can jump in the air. I was doing chair jumps the other day. Like
Yeah.
I have mobility back, and it's just like priceless.
Yeah.
It's nothing I was doing before is just not worth it. Like nothing's what do they say? Stupid shit I ever heard on the internet. Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. I hate that. That's the most disgusting thing I ever seen on the internet. But no, seriously, like nothing in this world tastes as good as like mobility. Like being mobile, like being able to like take a walk down the block. Like I used to watch my 600-pound life and think to myself, like, how do you get to the point where you can't walk to the mailbox or
Hmm.
from the car to the park?
Hmm.
I get it now. Like I never got so extreme that I couldn't like walk my kid to the park, but I
Hmm.
would get to the park and couldn't do nothing with him. Like
Okay.
it it's like you was getting there. I was getting to that point where like if I continued doing those things, it was gonna be that life for me. Like I
Yeah.
was gonna be immobile. I was gonna need help bathing. Like I was gaining weight. I was gaining weight rapidly. I was losing mobility. I was losing quality of life, and it sucked.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody should allow themselves to go through that. It's just not worth it.
Hmm. I gotcha. Thank you for sharing all of that. I think it's so interesting to be on the other side of something that you were so deep into at one
Yeah.
point, and I think there's so many emotions that can come with it, like, and so many, there's just so there's
Rage, sadness, you up here, you down here. You feel very passionate about it. Like I used to not understand how like people would lose a lot of weight, whether it be surgery or whatever, and like be so flippant about like telling people to just do it. Like you know how hard it is.
Mhm.
You also been on the other side of this. So like how can you sit here and just tell somebody like just do it? But quite literally, you just have to do it.
Mm,
Because it'll never happen if you don't just get up and do it. Like, and I was again on the other side of that coin. So I get it. It's you just not ready to hear it yet. You're not ready to change.
mhm.
So it's noise.
Yeah, and like we said, there's just so many emotions that come with changing. And
Yeah.
you said yourself, if you listen to this, then
I would have
you'll
like,
be like, no thanks. Shut up.
anyways, watch me do this. Like that would have been me. Like, anyways, watch me lift up this 80 pounds. Like until I couldn't. Until I couldn't lift up 80 pounds anymore.
Yeah, so I
Till it
don't,
all
yeah.
caught up to me.
Yeah, I don't think you are being like flippant about how hard it was though, or like how stubborn you were, or not like everyone
Yeah.
is stubborn or everyone is going through this,
It's
but
hard. I want to like put this premise so that nobody forgets where we started this. I started this by saying I spent 10 years up, down, up, down,
yeah,
up, down. It took 10 years to get to a solid stream of a year.
yeah,
10 years of this to get
yeah,
to a year of this.
yeah. You did. I
So,
mean,
no, it wasn't a perfect journey. It was hard.
yeah. And I think
You
that's
just got to try.
that's also part of it is that it is hard. It's like so hard. And I think some people are
It
like,
is. You could be like, you could be as gritty, like I was talking about with athletics and like having the grit. And that's how I did. You can be as gritty as you want to. But when you've gone real deep into gaining weight and it becomes like ingrained in you and like lifestyle habits, and it gets hard. It
yeah,
gets so, 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 so hard. And you got to give yourself so much grit. Like losing weight will like tear you down and build you up in a totally different way than you've ever experienced because it's like the old you has to die in some capacity for
mm,
the new you to be born. Because like all of these habits that you have as somebody who has eaten themselves into morbid obesity. Like if you're somebody that's sitting around eating a bunch of bullshit, like living the lifestyle that I lived, and you got to this point, it becomes part of your identity. Like, ooh, I like food. Like this is a prime example. People know me because I wear really like crazy earrings, and people know that about me. I always got some kind of crazy earring on.
uh-huh.
And a lot of my earrings are like food themed. Like I have like gummy earrings and slices of cakes and like candies and like I love food, I love snacks, I love treats. I always got treats healthier now. A part of me had to like learn how to re-identify in this new version of myself because food was so ingrained in my day-to-day life. Like I couldn't even think of like a good way to enjoy like a date or like going out with my friends for the first couple of months of this journey because food and alcohol and like all of these things were so ingrained to like even how I socialized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like what's fun other than eating to me? It
Oh,
took a lot of time to rediscover that.
that's a good
Like what
question.
I enjoyed outside of sitting down and spending $200 on some food. Like
Yeah. Right.
it,
You
life is
really,
just
that's
totally
such a
different.
good, that's a really, really good point. It's like we really have to figure other stuff out. And that's so hard too, because maybe you're limited in what you can do at that point. So it's
You
like,
gotta learn to like pivot.
yeah.
As I was talking about with the protein shake, adding it to your coffee, doing things, and you're like, okay, so you like to eat. How can we do this in a way that like is gonna benefit you and not harm you, right?
Mhm.
So like one of the things that I did a lot this year was like getting out of my comfort zone and trying like foods that like I would never normally try. That allowed me to not overeat because I'm
Oh,
not indulging on these things that I know that I really enjoy. Some things were a hit, some things were a miss, and like
yeah.
I tried a lot of new flavors, trying a lot of health spots,
Hmm.
learning that there are a lot of really healthy high-end restaurants out here, high
Hmm.
quality food that's not super decadent. Like
Yeah.
you can go and eat a seafood tower and you be all right. Like you got options. There are ways to socialize around food because you like to break bread with people, which is what it
Mhm.
really is. That don't have to be you sitting down to like 4,000 calories
Right. Yeah.
in one setting
Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, let's go to a concert. I've gone to like a ton of concerts this year, or like
Uh-huh.
going to like park events, or going to like painting classes, or
Mm.
just things I would have normally not have suggested or been open to because we could just go to the Vic and eat and drink. Why
Right.
would we do that?
Yeah. That is such a really good point. So I think like maybe instead of like a question, because you said like stop rationalizing behaviors, maybe like a question could be like, what would it look like if like this wasn't my life? Or like
Yeah, like if food wasn't the center of my universe, what
yeah.
does my life look like? And I couldn't have even answered that question.
So how did you, so like what was one of the first things that helped with that?
Having friends that like took me to do things that didn't revolve around food, like
Oh, okay. So like did you let them know you were trying to
oh
do?
yeah, everyone knew
Oh,
because everybody knew that I was getting ready to have weight loss surgery. Like
oh,
when I got to that 325, like I've been up there before, but I think this was just a different kind of 325. I think like I might have gotten up to 325 before, but I was still super active. So like it looked different. Like my 325 at this point was 325. I'm not getting out of bed. I'm
mhm,
eating really poorly. And it just looked very different. So like my quality of life was not
got it.
great. It wasn't great.
So
It was
also,
getting hard
yeah,
to do my job, like physical parts of my job.
yeah,
Coaching was getting hard. Like
yeah.
a lot of my life was physically getting hard. And the people that like were truly, truly in my life knew what I was going through and like were completely supportive of like the weight loss journey to get the weight loss surgery and so on and so forth. And I remember sitting down and talking to my mom prior to like getting on the Ozempic and saying like I really think I just want to try this because I'm scared. Like
Hmm.
they approved me, regardless of me not losing the full 50 pounds, they still approved me for weight loss surgery because I was close enough. And I was scared to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Like
So you
I
didn't do that. You just,
no, like I could have had it paid for. It was already covered.
yeah,
I was just scared.
yeah.
And my mom was like, what are the side effects of this drug? Like, what are you afraid of? I'm like, I'm afraid of losing muscle mass.
Mm,
I'm
okay.
afraid of losing my hair.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid of having dental issues because of it.
Mm.
Because like losing your muscle mass and losing like bone density and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
And so on and so forth. And she was like, are these not all side effects of bariatric surgery? And yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
Except bariatric surgery is not reversible. So you
Right.
can start having these issues and then be fighting these issues for the rest of your life. Whereas with Ozempic, I can start having these issues and go off of Ozempic
Right.
and like regulate my body.
Right. Okay.
And so my mom was like, to me, the smarter decision is to try it. And if you don't like what it's doing to you, maybe it's not for you. But if
Right.
you try weight loss surgery and you don't like it, sucks to suck. You had weight loss surgery and it's
Right.
done.
Right.
So I'm like, she's very right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try it. And I tried it. And I'm happy that I did because I would have permanently altered my body.
Right.
They cut out so much of your stomach. My stomach would have been the size of a banana
Yeah.
for the rest of my life.
Yeah. And
I really wouldn't have been able to enjoy no food without quite literally torching myself.
yeah.
Like pushing your body to extremities to be able to eat more than you should be eating,
Yeah. So it,
which
but
has its own
yeah.
health issues that you'll end up with as well. Like
Yeah.
I've definitely had side effects from Ozempic, but none of them to me are worse than the lack of quality of life. Like people will be like, I don't know how you're dealing with like being nauseous. And I'm like, yeah, but I couldn't get out of bed like a
Hmm.
lot
Hmm.
often. So like getting nauseous when I don't eat is okay. Like I
Hmm.
can handle that. I
Yeah.
just try to make sure I eat and then I don't feel nausea. Like
Right. Right.
or
So
like the hair loss. I was already losing my hair before I started taking Ozempic, so I won't blame it on the Ozempic. But I
mhm.
definitely don't feel like it's helping.
Oh, okay. I
But
mean, yeah. But it sounds like for you too, like another huge part of it was having such a great support network. And
yes.
I think like maybe not everyone also has access to that too.
They
But
don't. I promise you, Ozempic alone wouldn't have done it. Like, I wouldn't have. I could have had Ozempic 10 years ago, and I don't feel like I would have been successful.
oh, okay, I see. Yeah. So
I
you just
had phentermine 10 years ago, and I wasn't successful. Like, I had access to weight loss drugs, and I wasn't successful. I had access to weight loss drugs, and I was successful.
mhm.
But the difference is always the support system.
Yeah.
Always. If you're, and my husband would be a prime example because A, he's an enabler. I'm lazy. I don't even want to go get half the shit. So I'm like, nah, I don't feel like getting that. Matt, will you go get me some ice cream? I'll get up and go get it.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's enabling it, which is making it worse because like it got to the point finally where he was like, no, go get it yourself. And he knew I'm not gonna go get it. So then I guess I ain't gonna have it. But like he was enabling it, and then like he also he's a fairly healthy person. Like he was Marine. He's very traditionally Asian, so his diet is like pretty clean for the most part.
Mhm.
And so like yes, he likes junk food, but not to the extent that I do. And
Mhm.
so he would be like, for example, let's say I had like 3 weeks where I've been solid, right? But I'm struggling with food addiction. This food is
Mhm.
an eating disorder.
Yeah.
So one cheat for me is detrimental.
Mhm.
It's not like I can't just have a cheat meal. I'm somebody that got to go 90 days
Oh,
on a
okay.
task before I can start like veering into like dabbling into having sweet treats because I'll
Yeah.
like just go off the deep end.
Right.
But like he'll be like, let's go to Taco Bell. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't have that. And he'll be like, I'm going to Taco Bell. And then I'll go with him. And I'll just get that one thing. And it's just like with domino effect. I'm not blaming him, but when you have people in your life that are enabling you or like constantly tempting you with like, it's like waving a crack rock in front of a crackhead. Like,
Mm.
I'm going to take it. This is something that I learned in OA and I learned from having a food therapist that I wish that all people that deal with eating disorders knew or at least thought about. People talk about how you should just push the plate away and how you should just make better decisions and like not overeat as much as I sat here and was like try to make the healthier decisions, but like that's trying.
Mhm.
Pushing the plate away is a whole other thing. When you're addicted to drugs, alcohol, sex, anything, you can abstain from those things.
Mhm.
You cannot abstain from food. You
Mm.
need food to live. And it
Okay.
is you're constantly around your trigger. You
Oh,
need your trigger to survive.
right.
That's the
Interesting.
hardest addiction to live with.
Yeah.
You don't have to be around crack. Crack does not fuel your life, but food does. So people act like food addiction shouldn't be treated the same as any other addiction when it shouldn't be because it's worse.
Oh, that's so interesting. That is a good way to put it, though. Like,
It's far worse.
hmm right. So, like, did your husband, did you like tell him, please, can you stop doing that? Or like
Yes, but it's like for him, it's like, damn, I want Taco Bell once every month, and I
oh,
gotta be villainized for wanting a little Taco Bell. But
oh,
I see where he's coming from.
oh,
So
okay.
now he's having to like go get food behind my back, which it shouldn't be. But it's like,
Okay.
you gotta
I
do what you
mean,
gotta do.
right, because he knows that that's not healthy for you. So
Yeah.
like it's not, I guess it's not really behind your back. I guess it's like his private like
Yeah, but I'm fat and I want in. So I'm like, oh, I see Taco Bell wrappers in your car.
he's not getting rid of the evidence. Oh
Yeah,
man.
I'm like, oh, you eating behind my back.
Oh man, that's so fun. I mean, it's funny, but
Now we could literally sit down at a restaurant and we'll share a plate of food, which is crazy because I'd be like, get your own.
oh, that's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, because not back in the day. You're not
yeah,
getting nothing off my plate.
right. So, so like if so, thank you so much again for sharing everything, all like so much. And if you had like one or two sentences of like compassionate encouragement or something to leave people with, um,
Love yourself. Literally, corniest thing ever. But like, love yourself. And everything else will literally follow.
mhm,
100%. Love yourself in the way you best know how to love yourself. And everything else will follow. I genuinely believe that. Because it all starts from like wanting enough for yourself to be able to like make the changes and make the difference. It took 10 years to
mhm,
get to a year of consistent like life for me.
mhm,
And I'm not perfect by any means. I make mistakes every single day, but I love myself
mhm.
enough to keep trying. And I think that as long as you make the conscious decision every day to keep trying and to love yourself, it's all going to just fall into place. Even if it takes 10 years,
Right.
it'll all fall into place. And you just have to keep going. Like that's really it. Like it
Yeah.
sounds simple and stupid, like just do it. But you just have to love yourself and just try.
Yes. And
And whatever that is what it is. If that's you just making better decisions and you never lose a pound in your life, but you feel better.
right.
You love yourself and you tried. If that's you losing so much weight that you need skin surgery and you got a whole mommy makeover and now you're IG baddie, that's great. Love yourself enough to do what you got to do to live a quality of life that you see fit for yourself.
I love
And I
that.
think that's what I got for you. Yeah,
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
no problem.